Dude, and really quickly before we go, I urge you guys to go and check out this YouTube on screen right now, Poke-san. I say the words dude and man way too much for any regular person. It's unintentional, okay? It's just how I speak. And this dude has created a whole channel dedicated to going through my videos and tallying up and counting how many times I say those words, while also making memes out of my videos sprinkled throughout. It's one of the funniest things I've ever seen, man, and I know you guys will love it, so go check it out. Yesterday, Pokemon Horizons dropped both episode 90 and episode 91 in one go, and I made a review video for the first one already, so go check that out in the top right of the screen if you haven't yet. But if you have, then you're probably here for my episode 91 review, right? Well, let me tell you, the amount I have to say about this episode is absurd, because this episode was unreal, dude. It did something that nobody ever expected.
That boy's my GOAT, don't ever say shit about him. That boy's my GOAT, don't ever say shit about
How the previous episode ended with those girls having a crush on our boy Roy, and maybe some slight shipping hints between Liko and Roy. The girls soon turn their attention to Captain Pikachu, calling him cute, and the Horizons writers prove once again that they remember stuff, dude, because just like early on in the series, Cap begins sneezing uncontrollably. He still has that allergy to being fussed over by people. Framed them and turned the public against them. And dude, the entire situation is just such a tragedy. I can't imagine how heartbreaking it must have been for them all to be forced to give up searching for Freed, not knowing whether he's alive or dead. Roy then says that ever since then he's been training like crazy in the Kalos region. And man, that's all the confirmation we need. Going to the Kalos region officially turns every male protagonist into an absolute Chad. We've seen it happen twice now, Ashy Boy and Roy. I love the way they rhyme. Anyway, Roy then tells Liko about how he and Dot were investigating wild Pokemon who somehow have been infected by Larkworm, and Liko is stunned, wondering how it's possible because they erased it all. Roy then tells Liko that he needs her help, because Pogogo will know if it's truly Larkworm or not. But then Liko confesses that Pogogo hasn't come outside of his Pokeball since everything happened. Once again, heartbreaking, dude. That could be why it's dormant inside his Pokeball. Maybe it's really struggling emotionally. And yeah, because of that, it's clear that Liko has kind of given up herself. She tells Roy that she can't help him, but you can tell it's really tearing her apart to say that. But Roy says it's okay, he'll keep investigating it himself even if Liko can't be there with him. And man, it's conversations like this that really showcase Roy's growth and maturity. This really feels like a conversation between two adults. On the battlefield, and chooses her Samurott and Roy chooses his shiny Lucario. And dude, I'm so excited for this battle. It'll be awesome to see how strong both Anne and Roy have become in the past year. My two favourite Horizons characters. Then, these two girls watching the battle, you know, the same ones who believed all of Spinel's lies and slanders in the previous episode, well, they can't just shut up and enjoy a good battle, man, because they realise Roy is a member of the Rising Volt Tacklers. And you know, they could just keep it to themselves, let it roll off their back, but nope. They just have to be absolute haters and snitch to the whole crowd watching, telling everyone that Roy is a Rising Volt Tackler. And that turns the entire crowd into haters, dude. Bruh. If y'all remember how much I absolutely hated those idiot birds back in the Kitakami episode, well, I'm now feeling that exact hatred towards these two girls in the episode right now. Like, seriously, they probably have math homework piling up in their backpacks, but this is how they choose to spend their time and energy? Man, maybe if they focused on passing their tests instead of passing judgment, then they'd be far less miserable 24/7. But then in a moment that absolutely shocked everyone, Roy suddenly called for him and Lucario to unite their minds. And then Roy and Lucario both began glowing with a stunning yellow aura. Oh my gosh. I don't know what to say, I genuinely don't. This is absolutely huge. First of all, yellow aura is beautiful. It makes such a pleasant change from the blue aura that we're used to. Second of all, I cannot believe we're looking at Roy channeling aura right now. But I really don't think it's that deep, dude. I really don't think that's the case. He's so powerful with it that he can wield aura on his own without a Lucario. He has the ability to become an aura guardian like Sir Aaron. Ash is on a whole nother level with aura, dude. Whereas it seems that Roy, on the other hand, from what we've seen, he can probably only tune into aura when he's connecting with his Lucario in a battle. That doesn't mean that Roy can wield aura or control it like a weapon like Ash can. It doesn't mean that Roy can sense the emotions of others monsters and connect with dead people like Ash can. It just means that Roy and Lucario are so close and so bonded that Roy can achieve the same aura wavelength with Lucario when they're battling. They can probably feel each other's thoughts without speaking. So yeah, the difference in my opinion is that while Ash is a powerful aura wielder on his own, he has that ability, the capability within himself even without a Lucario. Roy on the other hand can only tap into it when he's with his Lucario. He probably doesn't have the capability to do it himself alone. But hey, I still think that's absolutely remarkable, man. It makes me so happy to see that Roy has achieved something so unfathomable. I'm so proud of him and Lucario, and I really hope we get to see how they achieved it through flashbacks in the future.
That's what I'm talking about! That's why he's leaving me! That's why he's the GOAT! The GOAT!
So Roy and Lucario connect through aura and synchronize their thoughts, and this allows Lucario to really lock in and feel the space around him. Through this, he manages to hit a super powerful close combat at Samurot's weak spot, which is powerful enough to knock Samurot out. Roy won the battle, let's go! And he did it without even Mega Evolving Lucario. That's how powerful he's become, dude. So the battle begins with Crocodile using Flamethrower, but Meowscarada dodges and then uses Flower Trick, confusing Crocodile with different bombs and juggling everywhere before hitting him really hard. Crocodile then gets hit by Meowscarada's acrobatics as well, but he hits her back even harder with a powerful Flame Charge. Meowscarada tries another Flower Trick, but Crocodile effortlessly shoots all of the bombs out of the sky with a huge disarming voice, hitting Meowscarada incredibly hard too. The two of them continue battling and Liko is really connecting with Meowscarada again through this. Liko is beginning to feel the determination that she used to have back in the day. Meowscarada manages to tie up Crocodile with her invisible flower stem. I really wondered how the anime would portray that from the games, and they absolutely nailed it. Crocodile breaks free with Flamethrower, but Meowscarada sneakily set up some Flower Trick bombs above Crocodile, causing them all to explode right onto the crocodile with huge power. Liko and Roy are incredibly impressed with each other and how powerful they've become, so they both decide that they'll sell this with terrestrialization. The two of them terrestrialize their Pokemon, and I don't know why, but this really hit me in the emotions. It just kind of feels like for old time's sake, you know? A year ago they bonded on their Terra journey, and now here they are a year later doing it again together for the first time since. It's just kind of beautiful, man. Meowscarada tries Magical Leaf and Flower Trick, but Crocodile's power level because of all the training for the past year is just unfathomable, dude. Crocodile easily smashes through all of Meowscarada's attacks, and then he hits Meowscarada with unimaginable power, and that knocks Meowscarada out, making Roy the winner. Again! Dude! Roy has had 3 battles in the new arc so far, and he's won all 3 of them. I've seen a fair amount of people disappointed that Liko lost the battle against Roy, but I really don't know what people expected, dude. Roy has been pushing forwards and growing up and training hard on his journey for the past year. He should be far above Liko in terms of power now. It makes complete sense that he would win this, because the entire purpose of it is to inspire Liko to want to push forwards herself finally again now too. If Liko, after hiding and being stationary for a year, was to somehow defeat Roy, who has been out there grinding and growing stronger the entire time, then that would completely mess up the entire point and message of the episode. I really feel like some people get too caught up in always wanting to see their favourite character win, rather than focusing on what would actually make the best story, what makes sense narrative. Everything. That night, Roy is ready to leave to begin his next journey, but then Liko suddenly arrives with her brand new outfit and brand new hair, and it makes her look so much more mature and older. It's so awesome. Liko declares that she'll join Roy and help clear the name of the Ryzen Volt Tacklers and expose the truth about the Explorers. And I couldn't be happier, dude. So the episode ends with Spinel, and it's revealed that he has all of the 6 heroes, except for the Black Rayquaza held captive in cells. So yeah, that episode was insane! I've already spieled so much about Roy's aura and Roy beating Liko, so I won't yap about those anymore, but there is still a few things I want to cover. First of all, Liko's character development in this episode. This was genuinely some of the most flawless, natural character writing I've ever seen in the anime. The way Liko slowly reflected on how she feels hiding here, while Roy and Dot push forwards, and the way that watching Roy's battle and then battling him herself led to Liko taking a stand and pridefully declaring herself as a rising Volt Tackler again. It was just incredible. I love the way Liko and Roy influence each other, even now. It was sad saying goodbye to Anne again, but I'm really grateful the writers gave us more time with her. She's an absolute star and really does make every episode she's in. Hope we see her again soon, maybe if we get a Blueberry Academy arc in the future. Spinel holding the 6 heroes captive is so villainous and brutal. The fact that they've been there for a year in these tiny cells, having no comfort or peace after everything they went through with Lucius, that genuinely breaks my heart. Both of the battles in the episode were great too, and once again I'm so proud of Roy. I'm kinda disappointed that we still haven't really seen Lucario's personality at all, but once again it's early days. Maybe we'll see more of it in the future. So yeah, overall, Pokemon Horizons episode 90 and 91 were absolute bangers. It was such a mature and well-written start to the post-time skip era of the anime, and I couldn't be more excited to see where it all leads. Let me know your thoughts on the episode in the comments below, and consider liking and subscribing if you enjoyed. Come join our Discord server if you want to watch new episodes live every week, and maybe consider becoming a channel member too if you really want to make my day. I'd really appreciate that, dude. And really quickly before we go, I urge you guys to go and check out this YouTube channel on screen right now, Poke-san. You all know that I say the words dude and man way too much for any regular person. It's unintentional, okay? It's just how I speak. And this dude has created a whole channel dedicated to going through my videos and tallying up and counting how many times I say those words, while also making memes out of my videos sprinkled throughout. It's one of the funniest things I've ever seen, man, and I know you guys will love it, so go check it out. I've put the link in the description. And on that note, thank you all so much for watching, and best wishes until we meet again!
Look at some new me, switched it up, who's this, booty bar, new jeans, so fresh, so clean. Look at some